Ah. Hello. Hey Sajingu, hey Bio. Excited for the finale of Barney the Dragon. Oh boy. The ocean. Okay. It is time. It's been a long time coming, after months of progress, but we finally are at the finale of A Hero's Tale. And yeah. Let's beat Red. And if we have extra time, I'll see about if I unlocked anything else in the, extra bonus stuff. I don't think I'll 100% this game. I don't even know what you get everything for 100%ing. I mean, I know there's some things you get, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. Anyway. Also, I'm thinking, like, okay. So after my break, which will be, like, over a week long, it'll be, like... Well, no, it will be an exact week, pretty much, I think. I won't stream again until, like, next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Ratchet and Clank will be the next playthrough. Specifically, Tools of Destruction. That's the next one in the line of Ratchet games. I also am thinking of changing it up in terms of streams. Like, okay, I'll do one episode of, like, the Let's Play we're doing. Then maybe on another day, like on Wednesday, I might do, like, some random game just to switch it up. Like, maybe more of My Sims, or more Okami, because we still need to do more of that. Or something else. Whatever I'm feeling like that day. And of course, our art streams. I know I've been kind of putting off on the art streams recently. But I will figure out how to, like, UV unwrap the model so we can properly color it and everything. And yeah. I'm hoping this summer I'll be more productive, because I want to be more productive. I've just been in a rut recently. I've had, struggles with my sleep schedule, but I'm kind of fixing it back to normal here and there. Trying to fix it. Sleep better. Not get anxious and about random things that don't really affect me. Just trying to live my life in a peaceful, carefree manner like when I was younger. I don't know. I just want to not worry about things, because being anxious ain't fun. And, yeah. I also have a project I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on a video. I just need to sit down and write the script, which won't take long. I mean, it takes, like, what, an afternoon to write the script? The videos I make aren't that long. They're, like, 10, 15 minutes, usually. Not that long. Doesn't take long to write a script for that kind of video. So I just need to stop procrastinating and sit down and write it. I'll work on that this week. I just need to, manage my time and my schedule better. Okay, here we go. Right where we left off. We have bombs. That just makes me think of the bouncer from Ratchet and Clank. It looks like the bouncer. Okay, what's your weak spot here, Red? Mecha Red. The Mecha. Mecha dragons are a cool concept you don't see very often. I do like mecha dragons. Ow. Okay, now he's small. So now we should be able to... Okay, fire, fire, fire. Here we go, run from the bombs. I do like the side view of Spyro running. I like it in Reignited, and I like it here, too. I might try to clip this, just to use for, some cool animation trick. Like, if you want to practice drawing character running animations, just find your favorite character from a video game and have the camera have a side view of them running like this. And you just record it. Good little bit of reference for character run cycle. Spyro, you sure you don't want to take a break, man? You're looking a little red. Hey, Venom. Yep, we're fighting the final boss. Hey, Star Fox. Yep, final boss. Let's do this. Oh, okay. Alright, here's this again. Okay, so now we do electricity. These are kind of like the bouncers from Ratchet. Though I don't think they're as frantic as the actual bouncers in Ratchet and Clank. But they do remind me of the bouncers in a way. Wonder if they took inspiration from that weapon. Probably did. Ooh. Okay, we're dead. Switch to fire again. No, fire. There we go. I also should just make random edits, like smaller videos, because I have like edited videos, like AMV kind of videos that I've been wanting to make. That I've just been putting off. I'm procrastinating on. I need to work on those. I need to work on just fun little edits, just to practice my editing skills more, and yeah, because like the actual editing doesn't take long to do. It takes like an afternoon. I can pretty much do it all myself. The only thing I need help with is the spell check, because sometimes I'll type a word wrong when I use text. But I usually ask my mom to spell check me. Frick. Hi, Golem. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Continue. I'll also try to, like, modernize a few other UI elements in my streams, like the BRB screen. I'll try to modernize that a little bit, because it's a little outdated. And I might try to make my intro for my streams. I just need to... Like, I have one intro animated, but it's, like, for art stuff. But I might redo it. I don't know. I just need to make the... the OST for it. Because I have a OST in mind, I just need to sit down and work on it, because, like, I'm a noob when it comes to making music, because, the only thing of music related I tried making was, I wrote a song a couple years back related to Sly Cooper, and, I got it written down and everything, and I tried to, like, record a little demo of it with my voice, you know, just singing it. But I didn't actually produce anything of it. That needs to be worked on. I just have a lot of things I want to do this summer. A lot of productivity. I'll try to, but obviously I'll have days where I'm just enjoying life. Just gotta have the right balance, you know? Imagine Spyro in Mortal Kombat. That'd be kind of funny. I'm not really into fighting games. The only fighting games I've played are pretty much Smash Brothers, and I did play a little bit of PlayStation All-Stars. But overall I don't really do fighting games, but I can see the appeal of Spyro in a fighting game. Honestly, people have been wanting Crash and Spyro in Smash Bros. If Spyro was in Smash, I would so main him. It would be so fun to play as Spyro in Smash. Not to bug you, but do you think Matt's streaming in the Eternal Night today? I don't know. I don't really know his schedule or what he does, because I don't really know him. Like, I know him, but I'm not, like, friends with him, because we don't really know each other in that way. I just know who he is, I know he's someone in the community, and that's it. I don't know him personally. So, you're asking the wrong person. I do not know his schedule. Ooh, shoot, okay. I remember in the previous live stream when I was talking about Star Fox, I called James McLeod James... James McLeod, James... What? I'm confused. I don't see a difference in the names. I think Marcus is Fox's son in one of the endings of Command. Who? I'm sorry, I don't know much about Star Fox lore. I know some of it, but not all of it, because I've only played, like, one game, that being the 3DS remake of 64. So, yeah, I need to play the Star Fox games. I do want to play the GameCube ones. And the new one when I get a Switch 2 eventually. I wasn't asking about his schedule. Well, kinda. And, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, you called him Marcus. Okay. No, it's James. That's his dad's name, James. No, frick. Stupid. Stupid bouncers. I'm just gonna call them bouncers, because they remind me of the bouncer. They just remind me of the bouncer from Ratchet & Clank, because they're pretty much the exact same thing in terms of function. Ow. Okay, give me the rockets. There we go. Now I'm running the other way, just to switch it up a little. Hi, Francesco. And Red wins again in that timeline. What will Spyro's friends do now that he's gone? No, please. If Red was smart, he wouldn't have rockets there. Yeah, Red's not really a very smart villain. Like, I don't know, he's kind of basic. Like, he was the bargain bin Malifor before we got Malifor. I don't know. They tried, like, okay. I think this was the first. Ah, leave me alone, bouncers! My headcanon is that he secretly wanted Spyro to have chances. Why would he care? Anyway, what was I saying? I think he's the first case of a dragon villain in the series, now that I think about it. So yeah, we didn't have a dragon being the antagonist in any of the games besides this one. This was the first one. Then in the Legend Trilogy, we got Malifor, which he's hands down the better villain. Just in terms of how he's written and everything, he's just the better villain. And like, while the villains of the original trilogy are iconic, they don't really hold a candle to Malifor in terms of how, you know, this just story and how they're written. Like, Malifor is just the better written villain. I do hope for Spyro 4 they make a villain that's well written. And just interesting, you know? It has potential. You don't need to do anything too dark. But, you know, in terms of tone, it should be lighthearted on the surface, but with dark undertones. You know what I mean? Not too dark, but not too lighthearted either. Just a nice mixture of the two. That's how it should be. Those are, from my experience, those are the best kind of shows or movies or games. The ones that are lighthearted on the surface, but with dark undertones. You know what I mean? Like, they still fit the TV Y7 or E10 Plus rating, but they're not, like, too dark like a teen movie, or, like, it's not, like, too dark for kids, but it's not, like, too kiddie for adults either, you know what I mean? Get out of my way, bouncers! Okay, Where's the butterfly? Butterfly, where's the butterfly? We need the butterfly. Sparks is hungry. There he is. Ooh, rockets. Okay, that's new. Ow. Okay, run the other way. Now, what's next? Wait. Ugh. Okay, so you just have to hit that and then they attack. Got it. Gotcha. Again, even though I've played through this game before, it's been like 10 years since I've fully played through this game. So yeah, my memory is fuzzy. I can't remember all the details, but I'm, you know, gonna run the other way. It's like re-experiencing. If you want to re-experience a game for the first time again, basically just play it after you haven't played it in a long while, and you might not remember all the details, you know. That's right, keep shooting him. Keep shooting him. Dang it. Need sparks again. Don't die, please. We're close. We are close. Now run the other way. Other way. Okay. Same thing again. Yep. Da-da-da. Don't get hit. Nope. Ah, frick! Okay, let me catch up with chat. Oh, because, I don't know, probably to see what Spyro was capable of, and some villains love to test the minds of their enemies. Fair enough. I personally hope there's QTEs in Spyro 4. Why can't it be dark as well? I said it should be lighthearted on the surface, but with dark undertones. You know, both. A mixture of both. You can't go too far in one direction. You gotta have a mix of both. It's gotta be a good balance. Man, Red's a dummy. How can he even make a button that has his own defenses shoot back at him? I don't know. Did you hear about the Lego reseller that stole $200,000 worth of Legos from some people? No, I have not, and that is freaking horrible. That man should be arrested. I did not hear that. That guy needs to be arrested. That is horrible. Arrest that man. Demand justice against this man. He's done horrible crimes that are not tolerated in this country, or any other country for that matter. Arrest him. Lock him up. That's it, Sparks. Get your food. Okay. Okay. Keep a-going, keep a-going, keep a-going. We got the rhythm here. We know what to do. No. Frickin'... Okay, where's the butterfly? There we go. Eat, Sparks, eat. Where do you... Never mind. I was gonna ask where the bouncers come from on his mech, and I don't know. He might spew them out like pop drops. I don't know. Okay. What am I saying? I don't know, man. Ignore me. Ignore my rambles. Run! Okay. Go, 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 go. Now that I think about it, his mech looks like something you'd see in Power Rangers or something, I don't know. I haven't seen Power Rangers, but I've seen, like, images of, like, a Mechazoid. I don't know. Definitely looks Mechazoid-like in now that I think about it. Ooh. Okay, buttons over here. Keep shooting. Keep shooting him. Shoot the fool. Okay, one more time. Not sure what the final phase entails, but he's almost dead. Hopefully Sparks can get his food. Don't die me, buddy. I need you. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Almost got it. Button, 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 button. And one more try.
I fixed the machine, Spyro, so hold on. I'll finish him off.
Do it, Professor. Oh no. You made it worse. He's big now. He's bigger. Bigger than usual. Or not. Never mind. Never mind. He's shrunken down.
Get away from me, you horrid little dragon! Why? Are you afraid of me now?
No, Spyro, don't do that. He doesn't deserve to get off that easy. I'll take him from here. I'm sure I can find a good use for him in my laboratory.
Yeah, put him in jar. Oh, I do like the trope of shrinking a villain down and putting them in a jar. Wuss. Okay. There we go. That is A Hero's Tale. It was a Lego reseller store that had an owner change. And the new one was a jerk's closing the store. Sheesh. I'm trying to watch 2 streams at the same time. You and a guy named Neon who's playing Pokemon. Okay. Also, how many times and timelines are you going to have Spyro losing? I don't know, and I don't care to ask. I don't really, you know, think of that, because it's a game, and you lose sometimes, but you respawn and try again. That's just how games work. If Red was smart, he'd just grab Spyro and he'd be screwed. Yeah, Red was not a smart guy. It does remind me of Power Rangers as well. Does that mean that the Power Rangers were the bad guys? What are you talking about? Anyway. Ranger, I should have won, whatever. It's like Bowser. Yeah, pretty much. Like Bowser, exactly. Mecha Red would make a good Lego set. Honestly, yeah, if Spyro ever... What would Spyro Lego sets even look like, honestly? But yeah, a Mecha Red Lego set, that'd be cool. Because, like, I know LEGO has had mecha dragons before. Look at Ninjago, for example. There's a couple of dragons that are, like, mecha, like that. Like, one is the, it's the one from season, 12 with, it's Jay's, digital mecha dragon thing. I forget what the set is actually called, but it was from the game they were in, Prime Empire, and it was a cool set. I never got it. I never really got any of the Prime Empire wave sets aside from like one of the Avatar pods. It was Lloyd's. There's a lot of Ninjago sets I remember wanting to get but never ended up getting because I just didn't have the money or whatever. I do want to get more Ninjago sets and more LEGO sets in general. I am just running out of space. Once I move house, which will happen eventually, I'm gonna have a bigger space and I'll have more space for my Legos. It was a joke about Power Rangers being evil. Okay. Yep, Ninjago. Why has no one made custom LEGO minifigures of Spyro? I don't know. Not too expensive. Mega Bloks, maybe? I mean, Mega Bloks did Skylanders. They had Skylanders. Yeah, Mega Bloks. Mega Bloks had Skylanders. I know about those. I never got any Mega Bloks, but, I'm familiar with them. Okay, let me check my, well, first I want to get some health up on the sheep. If I can find the sheep. There's only one. Okay, here's one over here. I don't want to get the black sheep. I don't want to get the black sheep. Let me check my thing, because we have extra time. We've only been here for 30 minutes, so might as well. What extra things do we have here in this? Okay, task list. Here we go. Clear Sergeant Bird's Speedway. Okay, there's Sergeant Bird's Speedway, right? That's... I think... it was... this way. Where was it? Where was Sergeant Bird's Speedway? Just all everyone got Cinder from Skylanders. What? What do you... what? The Norks still look like Murray. Whatever. Okay, here he is. Here's Sergeant Bird's thing.
Right. Shall I take on this flying challenge?
Sure. Let's get the light gem. This one shouldn't be too hard. It's the first one. Fly through the hoops. Where's that extra hoop over here? Okay. One more arch. Where's the last arch? And where's the last Nork guy? He's around here somewhere. There's the last arch. There's the last Nork. Wherever that was. There we go. I had an idea. I recommend you go into the swamp and start near a yellow Jupiter dragon plant and see what happens. If you don't want to, you probably know what happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Isn't there a light gem you need in the swamp anyways? I think I got everything in the swamp. Having Sergeant Bird do the speedways was genius. Yeah, though I will say his flight controls take time to get used to. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not used to this kind of flying, I don't know.
Oh, look, Spyro! A light gem! I ought to get another stripe for that one, eh? Add to the collection. That will be all for now. But I can go back at any time and practice just for fun.
We're good. Okay, we got all those. Yep, everything's done in this area, so let's go back to the village and go back, to the portal. No. You know what I'm referring to, right? Hopefully, your friend loves them. I mean, I kind of know what you're referring to, but also I don't know if you're trying to, like, trick me into something or not. The trope of shrinking a villain and putting them into a jar, like in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah, I like that trope. It's funny. It feels good. Feels rewarding. Anyway, let's go. Lost Cities. That's right, we had more in the ice. Lost Cities, we only had we had a Sergeant Bird mission that we struggled to do, and we had that ball level. Actually, wasn't there something? Let me check the levels in the Moneybags shop, because like each area has like several side areas you can go to, so let me check.
Feel free to browse my fine wares, Spyro, and spend, spend, spend.
Oh, we're missing an area in the swamp. That's right, it's in the tropical, right, in the falls. Let's see if we can unlock this one. Maybe it's available? Let's check. Trick Hal, it's an enemy and they defeat Spyro in a funny way. In fact, you probably would like it if you're interested. I don't know, I mean, I've probably seen it already. Hey Rack. How's it going? So what? What are you saying so for? What's going on? What's on your mind? Did you know the Super Mario Galaxy movie has a unused Bowser song? No, I did not. But that's cool. I will be getting the Blu-ray when it drops. So, yeah, because I have the first movie already on Blu-ray, so I might as well get the sequel. Wait, what's... This is nothing. This was like a gem or something. We just go... over yonder. Shush. Yeah, good to hear you're doing okay, Rack, but what did you say so for? The song is called There Once Was a Man Named Mario. It's a shame it got cut. I'll look it up then. I'll look it up and give it a listen. Because, we enjoyed, Peaches. Peaches was a funny song. Plus, Jack Black being a music artist. It fits. I like seeing Jack Black do, music stuff in movies, even though, like, he mentioned he wants to keep his music career and his movie career separate, which, hey, that makes sense, you know, do it, you do you. But it is cool when he does a song. It's just fun to see. Is this the right way, or are we going the wrong way? Wrong way. Where is the pathway I'm looking for? It's like up somewhere. It's up there. I just need to figure out how to get up there. Can I teleport to it?
Ah, there you are, my favorite wallet.
This is all the way on the other side now. It's like... Let me see, where is it? It's up there. Sorry, it was up there. But we can't get up there because that's a one-way kind of thing. SLG, hello. No, it's okay. You're not late. I mean, we beat the boss, but we're just doing, like, extra bonus stuff. Swim? What do you mean swim? Am I missing a secret pathway? Oh, crud. I don't think there's any secret pathway. I do like how Spyro swims in this game, though. I like his swimming animation. Yeah, those are just the piranhas. I'm gonna avoid those. Random question, do you like Shadow better as a villain or an anti-hero? Unpopular opinion, I like him better as a villain because of Archie. I mean, Shadow was pretty much always a anti-hero. He's not really a villain, per se. He's just always been an anti-hero. Like, sure, there's his whole arc, in Sonic Adventure 2, where, you know, he thinks, like, his memory's a little faulty because he thinks that Maria wanted him to take revenge against the humans for her, but, no. In reality, she wanted him to protect humanity. So... I don't really see Shadow as a villain. I see him as an anti-hero. He's always been an anti-hero. Speaking of anti-heroes, I've been playing a little bit of a childhood favorite game of mine, Animal Jam. And, surprisingly, Animal Jam, like, I mean, it's not too surprising, it's just, as a kid, I didn't really look into it, but apparently Animal Jam has some lore. And, when I stream the game at some point soon enough, I will get into the story of the game, even though there's, like, some bits that I can't really stream because they were, like, events that I missed out on. Because it was, you know, seasonal kind of thing. But, I will still play through, like, the adventure part of the game. We can do some of the lore. Side quests, as I call it. Yeah. I did swim across the lake. There's nothing. It's neat swimming animation, yep. I often see people wanting Shadow in Smash Bros. Honestly, Tails and Knuckles deserve to be fighters much more. Yeah, I mean, Shadow would just be an Echo fighter in all honesty. Like, I like Shadow, and seeing him in Smash is cool, but he would just be an Echo fighter, basically. Anyway, in Animal Jam, you have these characters, they're called the Alphas. They're like the protectors and heroes of Jama, which is the world in Animal Jam. And one of the Alphas, his name is Grilly? Yeah, Grilly. He's the Wolf Alpha. And he has some interesting character dynamics, you know? There's parts of his character that are mysterious. He's known for being mysterious, kind of secretive. Some people might say suspicious. But really, he just is a lone wolf. Pun intended. And yeah, we'll get into that when I play your Animal Jam on stream, which I'll do at some point, sometime this summer. I'll even stream the Halloween event that happens this year, because why not? I need to stream these kinds of games just for funsies. I remember, like, one of my first gameplay videos I did on this channel was of Animal Jam, I believe. And the first collab I ever did on this channel was in Animal Jam. I played Animal Jam with a friend of mine that was known as I Love Lions. I don't think that's her name now. I think she changed it. But we played Animal Jam, and it was fun. In Archie, Shadow has a pretty good villain arc that relates to Maria's promise with implications due to absence from certain characters. Yeah, but isn't that like a... I mean, I haven't read much of Archie. I've read some of Archie, but yeah. It's not directly shown, but implied. Sonic really doesn't need an Echo fighter. He needs a new moveset. His current one is boring. It's fine. Go to the highest point and glide. I'm trying to find the highest point. I'm trying to find out where to go. I think I just need to get on this platform. Also, no backseat gaming, okay? We don't like backseat gaming. Don't help me unless I ask for help. A Hero's Tale has my favorite looking Spyro, not gonna lie. I really like his animations. Yeah, I really like the art style of A Hero's Tale. It's very fun. I like a lot of games from this generation. The PS2, GameCube, OG, Xbox generation. I like games in that style of, you know, these kinds of graphics. Sure, it's nostalgia for me because, you know, I've grown up with the Wii. But I also just love games in this kind of style because, I don't know, there's something charming about this kind of art style. I just miss when games had a more unique art style and they weren't so caught up in trying to look realistic. Like, you had some games trying to be realistic, but due to limitations, they couldn't really go for realism perfectly, so they had to be kind of stylized. I just wish more games were stylized nowadays and not so realistic, because realism is boring. I play games to escape from reality, not be reminded of it. I want games to look different from reality. I want them to look ethereal and otherworldly. I don't care about looking realistic. You don't need realistic graphics to be immersive, okay? I can easily be immersed without it. Yeah, I found it. I'm fine. One hint for Spyro. You can jump by pressing S. Well, duh. Hey, Lee. Welcome. Reignited feels like it mixes the PS1 and A Hero's Tale graphics style. Honestly, it does. And I love that. Reignited is freaking gorgeous. And, I'm excited to see what Spyro 4 looks like. It'll probably look a lot like Reignited, but also, like, maybe slightly different, though it's probably gonna be, you know, it'll still be a lot like Reignited, because it's the same developer and, same, design artist. You know, they still have Nicholas Cole working with them. Graphics don't make good games. Exactly. Exactly. You don't need good graphics to make good games. Like, you need a... Like, I'm all up for a game looking... Like, okay, if your game has a unique art style, then it'll be interesting enough for me. Like, I don't really care if a game looks realistic, because... Honestly, if all games looked realistic, they would all kind of look the same, and that's just boring. Like... Do something different. Do a unique art style like what happened back in the PS2 and the Wii and GameCube and all that. You know, make your art styles unique. I know when I make games, because I do want to make my own games, I have game ideas that I want to make, I will make the art styles unique. Very reminiscent of games from this era. Because I like this kind of art style. I like art styles that look unique and fun and ethereal. And yeah. The guy that Tiger was going to make an AI cartoon, but people threatened him. I mean, I know AI is bad, but people shouldn't threaten him. Yeah, like, okay. Yes, you have a right to be mad, but don't threaten someone over anything, okay? Don't threaten them, don't threaten their family, don't threaten people, okay? Do better. This is not how it works. But thankfully he backed down, so hopefully he learned his lesson. He understands that people are very much against AI nowadays, rightfully so, because AI is just not very helpful at all. It just isn't. To me, whether or not a game should have realistic graphics really depends on the game. Like Spider-Man, it probably wouldn't have worked as well without the newer graphics, but they should have kept. I mean, yeah, like it depends on what kind of game you're making. How do you even know if Spyro 4 is confirmed? There's multiple hints that show it's confirmed. There's plenty of hints. There's enough evidence to show, like, yeah, it's coming. I'm sure it is. My biggest cope for Spyro 4 is that it takes inspiration from A Hero's Tale in other aspects, like the connected levels, a good way to make huge levels and don't drag too. A Hero's Tale style double jump and stuff. Yeah, we'll see what happens. They'll probably do a mixture of some aspects. We'll see what they do. Pierce's first design, his new one looks too young. Okay. Yeah, don't threaten ever unless you're Malfoy is. I mean, he's a villain, but I get what you mean. Hello Tiger is a good cartoon, and he did good. If he was not good, why would he want to do AI in the first place? I don't know. Like, okay, he didn't just do LA Tiger. He also made The Book of Life. It's a good movie. I like that movie. He made Maya and the Three, I believe. That's a Netflix cartoon I remember watching. It was good. As for why he did AI, I don't know why he... I don't know. I don't know what is going through people's head when they think, I'll use AI for this. It just feels wrong. It especially feels wrong in some aspects, like, have you ever seen, those images? Like, I don't use Facebook, but I've seen videos showing, like, oh, a bunch of AI images of Jesus on Facebook. Like, that feels so wrong and blasphemous. Like, if you're gonna make art of Jesus, make it yourself. Okay? AI, it can't make art. It feels so wrong. It feels so wrong, man. Just feels icky. I don't like it. Anyway, I don't want to get mad, so we're gonna move on. Where is the evidence? Could you show me after stream, please? Look at CG, look at Canadian Guy A's channel. He has plenty of videos talking about it. Look at Matt's videos. He goes over videos going over the evidence of Spyro 4 happening as well. Like, there's evidence. Just look at the videos. They go over it. They have plenty of trusted resources. There's plenty of it. Imagine instead of Spyro 4, which I would like, it's a remake of the Legend Trilogy. From what I hear, 2 and 3 could use additional details and dialogue. Yeah, it would be nice to have a remaster of the trilogy. I have a few ideas for that. I could probably make a video on that, but yeah. Same, he has the skills, why use AI? Exactly, you're an artist. You're an incredibly talented artist. You don't need AI. You're better than AI because you're a human being with incredible skills. Humanity superior, AI inferior. That is always the case. Tin like hype, yep. I always had Papa John's pizza today. Anyways, I had Papa John's pizza today to collect the Toy Story 5 boxes. Pizza wasn't that bad. Cool. I know, King, and I am. Hopefully the evidence is legitimate. Knowing his, track record, I'm sure it is. Because, like, he has made predictions on other games in the past. Like with Reignited, with Crash 4, with, Crash Team Rumble, like, he's got his trusted sources. He knows what he's talking about. There's enough of a track record to be like, yep, I trust this dude. AI users, but I'm too lazy. Dude, come on. The last Legend of Spyro game is pretty good. It's getting remastered or remade would be amazing. Yeah, that would be amazing. Although a lot of people think that Disney should have stopped with Toy Story 3. Yeah. They didn't need a fourth one, and they didn't need a fifth one. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be good, but it wasn't needed. And Eternal Night really needs a lot of work. Yeah, like, I've been playing through it on my own time, and I'm kind of stuck on one level. Specifically, the whole arena thing. I got stuck on... what's his name? The... I forget what it's called, but it's like the flying ship thing. Flying ship shark thing, I forget what it's called, but I got stuck on that. Okay, I just need to get back up here, go back to Moneybags. I trust you. The next part of this comment is a joke. If you're lying, I'll play Spyro game and let the enemies defeat him. Okay, whatever. From what I have been, Eternal Night feels super rusty, but put together. Yeah, like... Another thing that the Legend Trilogy would be great to have if it got, like, revisited. They should adapt it to a cartoon. Like, make an animated series for the Legend Trilogy. This game trilogy has potential for an animated series. Make it in the same kind of style or tone as, say, I don't know, Wings of Fire or The Dragon Prince or something, and, yeah, honestly, this could work. Okay, there's a little waterfall thing here. I didn't notice that. Agreed, last game in The Legend of Spyro was great, minus poor writing in some areas and plot armor. Yeah. I want to try Dawn of the Dragon. It looks super cool. Yeah, I haven't played Dawn of the Dragon in, like, years, but I will play it. I will stream it at some point. But first, I need to play the first and second game. In the trilogy, at least. Later this year, I'll be streaming through A New Beginning because it turns 20 this year, so maybe after Ratchet? Yeah, maybe after Ratchet we'll do, A New Beginning. Why not? A New Beginning is a short game, so it'll be fine to get through. They also need to expand on Spyro and Cinder's relationship and not end it with a random, "Oh, by the way, I'm in love with you now." Yeah, they could have built their relationship better. They should do that if they adapt it to a TV series. They should do that. They also... Never mind, I read that already. The free flight sections also seem amazing. Spyro doing the dragon thing of flying, finally. Yeah, like, that's what it was advertised for. It's like, for the first time ever, Spyro can properly fly. Like, free flight. And, yeah. Wonderful to see. And it feels very nice. I like it. I'm excited to play through that game again when I get the chance. When we get there. It's over here. Okay, this is like... Oh, I see. There's a thief. Come here, thief. Why am I imagining the, Mario Galaxy music in the games where you're on the manta ray? The... I don't know, that fits this very well. Don't know why. Sometimes there's certain situations in a game and you just think of certain music that fits the vibe in your head. Just happens. And again, the thief running sound does not match very well. You have collected all the items set. The concept art viewers worked from the... Okay. Good. Dawn of the Dragon can afford that because it's more about the combat, not platforming. Yeah, that's the whole point of the Legend Trilogy. It's more combat focused, but it would be nice to have a balance of combat and platforming. Hopefully Spyro 4 does that. I'm glad you just didn't care. I'd rather have you not care than get upset over something dumb. Trust me, I'm not trying to anger you. I don't know, I'm kind of tired now. It's fine, I don't get angry easily. A New Beginning is 20? Man, that is old. Yep, it came out in 2006. Turning 20. Not gonna lie, I also hope Spyro 4 has some levels where free flight is a thing and not for a challenge like racing. More like super bonus round in Spyro 1. Yeah, like... I'm sure they could do something. I also hope there's more levels that have this ethereal, dreamlike feel that, the original trilogy had in some places, and even the Legend trilogy had that. Just wanted to have that feel. The thieves are fun to chase. Yep, they are. Levels that encourage exploration via free flight over hard platforming. Yeah, I mean, I think the reason why in Spyro, free flight is often, like, not seen is because, okay, I need to figure out how to activate the, How do I activate this? How do I activate the, egg thing? Do I have to go to the nursery lady? And be like, hey, I have all these eggs. Can I have my reward kind of thing? My secret. Here's a gem. Ow. Interesting how there's just one little What's down here? Just extra bonus things? Okay. There's probably a few fell down. What egg thing? There's this dragon lady in the dragon village, and she asked us to find eggs because the thieves took the eggs, and yeah. In the PS1, is it probably limitations of the console forcing the maps to be too tiny for the exploration style level? Yeah, like just limitations, but yeah. Like, okay, one aspect, the reason why Spyro can't really fly freely is that would make the game too easy. You know, where's the challenge? There's not challenge anymore if it's all easy to do and not. And that's everything in this area. Let's go back home, I guess. I'm gonna ignore these guys. Oh, you mean changing into amber? I forgot how I did that. That's what Google says. Yeah. Heroes Tale could have levels like that. Cloudy Domain is huge and expansive, but the devs were rushed, so not more levels like that, much less free flight. Yeah. To unlock the egg secrets, go to the Dragon Lady. Okay, that's what I figured. So I'll go to the Dragon Lady, and we can play more as Amber. Might as well. Let me just go back to money bags.
Feel free to browse my fine wares, Spyro, and spend.
Yeah, we're done with the swamp. We did everything in the swamp. Dragon Village. In my opinion, this is a pretty big level. Every level in this game is pretty big. I like it. I like the levels in this game. They're fun to explore. Okay, the Dragon Lady is... That's the lab. That's the... Over here? Yeah, she's over here. Again, who's Lloyd? Okay.
I am so worried, Spyro. Help me find the missing dragon eggs. For every 10 you find, you will receive a reward. Please, Spyro, either find me those eggs or find me a new job.
I already found eggs. I found a set of... There's 2 sets here. I like how the levels interconnect. Yeah. Oh man, no Jupiter Dragon Plant. They are at the beginning of the swamp. Sure. Anyways, Nanny is indeed a nanny. Did you read my comment? I told you how to unlock the skin. I'm not sure if it appeared. Let me see. It didn't show. It didn't show your comment, I'm sorry. Hey, Topsugoshi. I don't see your comment that explains how to unlock it. Yeah, YouTube's probably being weird to you. Sorry. Nanny, I can find a new job for you. It's called the This is a joke. I'm probably getting beaten for this joke. Disclaimer, I'm Wokasak. Uh-huh. See no comment either. From the game's main title screen, navigate to extras. Oh. Options. Okay. I see extras. Unlockables. Character select. Amber. There we go. Also, let's check out the, other unlockables. So we got, like, the concept art. Let's see the concept art. Ooh. This is pretty. Kind of gives me Dr. Seuss vibes in a way. Very nice. Gorgeous. Man, imagine a Spyro movie that's like animated like an old Disney movie or a Don Bluth movie. And it has like this landscape in it. That would look incredible. That would be so cool. Yeah, it was the joke too, Hercules. Sorry if I like to push humor to the limit whenever it's possible. It's fine, but be more careful. Just, you know. There's a fine line and you shouldn't cross it in some places, especially nowadays. Some people are just too sensitive for that, and like, while I can take a joke, you know, there's some that I'm like, that's not funny, bro. I'm not mad, I'm just I just kind of cringe at it, you know? With the power of new consoles, free flight levels, and interconnecting levels, not just in one multiple point sound amazing. Yeah. I love a Spyro movie. Me too. Like, if we get a Spyro movie, I hope we get it, and I hope it's made by DreamWorks, because I feel like DreamWorks would do a really good job at a Spyro movie. They're apparently making video game movies now, from what I've heard. I don't know what they're working on now, but I hope they do Spyro someday. They should do Spyro. Spyro deserves a movie. They already have, they already did dragon movies with How to Train Your Dragon. They can do Spyro. They can do it. It'll be good. I know it. Probably not the best idea to make a kitchen joke to a woman streamer. Yeah, that's kind of cringe, bro. I don't understand why YouTube hides some comments when they're not even against the rules. I don't know. YouTube is drunk sometimes. Yeah, don't rock the boat too much. Exactly. YouTube is weird like that. Yep. I'm trying to be more careful with which topic is okay to discuss and which isn't. Yeah, like, I avoid topics that are political because I don't like politics. I don't like to discuss anything that's negative or controversial or whatever. I try to keep it wholesome and lighthearted and just fun. Man, this looks gorgeous. This also kind of reminds me of the My Little Pony movie from 2017. Kind of reminds me of that. Like the way Canterlot looks in that movie. Don't know why there's not music here. But whatever. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I was in one stream where the streamer allows more vulgarity, and I made a joke about accidentally taking myself out in video games, and it passes twice. Wow. Meanwhile, someone got an innocent comment clipped by the YouTube AI. Oh, jeez. Does look a little bit like that, yeah. Also, I have friends who are female, and I can make really awful jokes, and they like them. Basically, not everyone is going to like a joke. I feel like an idiot. Yeah, just remember, like, some people are okay with jokes, and some aren't. It just depends on the person. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Look at those little chimes hanging from the branches. That's so pretty. Ooh. Man, this would be so cool in a freaking movie. I want a Spyro movie so bad, it would be so cool. Like, look how pretty this looks. And this. All this. Gorgeous. So pretty. Well, at least I was able to tell you since I rephrase it differently, so you know what to do now. Yep. Thank you for that. Ugh. You can play as, Flame as well, but I don't know how many eggs... We're missing one egg. Ooh. Even the streamer himself was like, why did YouTube filter that and my comments passed with no issue? Yeah, that's weird. So am I getting banned now over mistake? Joking, I learned my lesson. There's some jokes you can't make, at least not in public. No, you're not getting banned. What I do is I have a 3-strike rule. So if you break the rules, which they're in the description, read the rules. Break the rule once, you get timeout. Break the rule twice, you get another timeout. Break the rule a 3rd time, and you're banned. 3-strike rule, that's how it works. Well, each streaming channel works differently. What is acceptable in one person's stream isn't necessarily okay in another person's stream. Exactly. Everyone has their preferences. Ooh. This one looks so cool. Look at that weird looking dragon mermaid thing. That's so creepy, but cool. As long as it's not threatening you, can say anything in public, but it doesn't mean people won't get upset about it. Exactly, it all depends. You just need to be careful. Some things just should not be said. Some things you should just keep to yourself. Just the colors and shading and style of it. It's just so pretty. I need to look up who the concept artist is in this for this game, because man, it's so pretty. I might have to screenshot some of these and like take inspiration for my own games. Because I have a unique style I want to go for with my games, because I can imagine the worlds of my game. I have some in mind already, like the beach world I have in mind, and yeah, I want to work on it. I need to work on it. I need to learn. Oh, these are the items from money bags. The power orbs. The professor's machine, teleporter thingy. More of the professor's machines. Maps. More maps. Oh. Okay. Wow, this is so cool. Yeah, concept art, man. It's so cool to see concept art. I chat differently depending on what a channel allows. If a channel allows the vulgarity, I am not afraid to be very so. Question. I'm the type of person who believes in redemption, especially if someone cares to be better. Do you have a way for someone to earn unbanned? Redemption is for those who care enough. Blame my grammar. Yeah, okay, like, I believe in redemption. If someone is genuinely wanting to do better, then sure. I'll give them a second chance, as long as they prove that they're, they're trying. They're trying. I don't want to, like, give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes. It's just you need to make sure the person is genuine and is actually trying their best. Like, God's very forgiving of us. So we should try to be forgiving to others as well. you know, as long as you try to be a decent person, then sure. Very good-looking designs, yeah. For example, mentioning a person the streamer has a problem with. Yeah. You said that a second time, Golem. Oh, you fixed it. It's fine. Hey, Katie. Wait, did I sneeze? No, I didn't sneeze. I was coughing. It was a cough. That was not a sneeze. My art style is a mix of Persona 3, Classic Ratchet and Clank, and Monster Hunter. Interesting. I'm not sure what my art style came from. Like, if you look at my art... Also, we have enemies. If you look at my art on, like, my Instagram, for example, or just here with my thumbnails and my PNG tuber and everything, my art style has evolved a lot over the years. Like, originally, my art style... Okay, these look very Disney, especially the Ice Queen Fox Lady. She looks very much like a Disney character, like she came straight out of Robin Hood. Very Disney. Spyro would fit a Disney art style. It makes sense. I mean, Spyro's original inspiration was Pete the Dragon, so it fits. But like, okay, my art style originally was lineless. Like, it was a lineless art style. And I think it started that way because of a lot of artists I've seen on, like, places like Instagram or DeviantArt or whatever. So maybe my art style took inspiration from a few different art styles I've seen from other artists. Maybe some of the cartoons I watched, like maybe a bit of My Little Pony. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where my art style came from. I'm still trying to figure that out. I've been doing digital art for nearly 10 years and I still don't know where my art style came from. It depends on who will forgive you. Yeah. I'm not religious, but I like Jesus. I'm an agnostic atheist. I have no religion. What an agnostic atheist is just someone who doesn't believe in God but can't say there is or isn't one. Okay. Spyro would fit. Yeah. I also love animals, hence the classic Ratchet and Clank and Monster Hunter side. Yeah, I'm also an animal person. There's a lot of games and movies and stuff that I like that have animal characters. Speaking of MLP, I wanted the villains to win in that show. I mean, I do wish some of the villains in MLP had more screen time and their backstories were developed more. Like King Sombra, for example. His backstory was explored in the comics. And man, it would have been cool to see his backstory in the show. He deserved more screen time. Would have been cool. Look at that weird goblin guy. And a phoenix, I think that's Phoenix. Yeah, these are the fire guys. And there's the mermaid lady. And that fish guy, that looks... I wonder if that's been maybe the inspiration for Gilgrunt from Skylanders. Was that the inspiration for the Gilman? I think this is an early idea of a Gilman. That'd be cool. My art style inspiration comes from video games. Yeah, my art style inspiration, some from gaming, some from cartoons and movies. It all depends. It's a mixture of things. King Sombra was such a lost opportunity. True, he was a cool villain. I liked him. His whole... He has a cool design and everything. He was a cool villain. There are people who are always willing to forgive. Some people can forgive, but it depends on what you did. And some people just won't forgive at all, no matter how hard you try to redeem yourself. Yeah, it just... It all depends, man. Because sometimes you're like, I don't know if I can forgive you or if I can trust you because of what you did. It all depends, man. It all depends. Anyway, I'm gonna drop this. I don't want to go into this kind of topic right now. Very Disney-esque. I really like this. Oh yeah, the turtle lady. We never really beat her minigame, did we? We should do that. There's the little Mario looking bot. What is this? Is this like one of the developers' kids drew this? Penguins? I swear these penguins look like some old penguin movie I've seen as a kid that I just forgot about. Because I swear I vaguely remember some 2D animated penguin movie, or maybe it was 3D, I can't remember. And it involved a penguin princess. I can't remember what it was. Weird. There's these guys. Seahorses, rabbits. Goat. Farmer. Spiders. Wizard man and the skeleton guy. Yetis and... There's Red. That's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna change topic. The penguin and the pebble? Is that what it was called? I'm not a very forgiving person, admittedly, because of personal life stuff that came from being forgiving when younger. Yeah, I get what you mean. It all depends, yeah. Anyway, drop the topic. Looks like penguin. Okay, penguin and pebble. Maybe that's what it was. I'll have to look that up. I would suggest doing a lot of research on the Bible and how it lines up with history, as well as eyewitness accounts of Jesus. Yeah. Yep, we completed the game. We did it. Do you see my comments there? Also, sorry, I just wanted to explain what I am basically, and I think this is the most person position, at least in pieces that's about needing solid evidence to believe in something. I mean, I get what you mean. But there is plenty of evidence that Jesus existed, and, there's plenty of evidence that Jesus is real, because he is. Look at history, look at plenty of parts from, like, the history of Israel, and different places throughout Israel, and places that were in the Bible, and yada yada yada. There's a lot of evidence. There's a lot. Sure, there's plenty that requires you to just have faith, but there's still plenty of evidence. For my logic, it makes more sense for us to have a creator than for us to just have popped into existence because of the universe imploding. The whole Big Bang thing. Having a creator makes more sense in my head than having us come in via the Big Bang. Just makes more sense to me. Because with how intricately detailed and everything is in the world, like every bit of nature and everything, it just makes more sense for there to be a creator. The stuff just doesn't pop out of nowhere, and there's design. Just makes more sense to me. Anyway, I'm jumping. Well, yeah, obviously the whole... Well, yeah, we know he wasn't white, yeah. I don't know, the art of Jesus being white, that's obviously just... I don't know. Oh, cutscenes. Okay, there's like storyboards. Yeah, these are storyboards. Interesting. As someone who's doing storyboarding myself, this is very cool to see. That's cool. There's Nasty Nork, I think? Yeah. Spyro in the cage. You're right, when we rescued him in the cage in the ice area. Yeah. There's red flying over there. Yeah. Fascinating. That's cool. Let's go back in the game now. There's plenty of evidence that the world is round, but there are a lot of people who think it's flat for some strange reason. Yeah. A lot of people think Jesus was white because everybody back then was all in the... Okay, no. And look, we're playing as Amber now. Yippee! No, I'm not gonna go into this, okay? Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, let me check other areas in this map. Crocodile Swamp, got everything there. Everything in Grand Falls. Nothing in Nasty's Cave, because, you know. Let's move on to another area, then. Lost Cities. We have one missing somewhere. And also something else. We'll have to see what that is. In the icy wilderness. Let me check. Ember looks cute. Yeah. Still shows Spyro in the title screen. I guess they didn't animate Amber there. That's Amber? Yeah, this is Amber. This is Amber. She's the first female dragon we see in Spyro. Aside from the lady, but we saw her first. Before we met the nanny, the dragon nanny lady. Hello, how do you say your name? I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry, but thanks for the good luck. Sorry, I'll change topic, but please look at later. I'm not gonna bother. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Yeah, we know there's a flame skin. I'm just missing one egg. Task. Okay, there's Blink's level, the turtles. I'm not sure if we should do everything else. I mean, I don't know where the last egg is, where we need Flame's egg. I don't know where Flame's last egg is. I'm fine, Golem. I don't know. Well, I don't mind talking about religious stuff, and I don't really like debating on this stuff because I know the truth. I don't know. Let's just drop it. Let's move on. Ketty's fine. Pronounced like Kate. Oh, Kate. Okay, Kate. Hello, Kate. Welcome. Okay, we can try to rescue the turtles, even though that part was kind of... yeah. Where were the turtles again? I forget where the turtles were. There's also a mod for Reignited I need to get that involves you to swap characters. It's called the... I think the mod is called Omniswapper. Kind of like Omnitrix from Ben 10, basically, but instead of chaining into different aliens, you're chaining into different Spyro skins or characters. Like, there's some for Amber, there's some for Flame, there's some for Cinder. Like, you can change into different versions, and I hope Spyro 4 has that. Being able to play as different characters and different skins, that'd be cool. I'd like that. Maybe even a way to customize your own Spyro, like make your own skin. That would be a cool thing to do, to have in that game. There's a channel on YouTube you can talk about if you don't want on your opinions, if you can find those channels. Okay, you're talking about... Okay, yeah. Yeah, me, I try to just avoid, I try to, like, keep things wholesome. It's just me trying to not get anxious over things, because certain things my brain, like, will dwell on and it makes me anxious, and, I just don't want to be anxious, okay? I want to just live life carefree. So I try to focus on the positive stuff in life. I try to not focus on anything too negative or controversial or whatever. I just want to, you know, focus on the good stuff. Random, you know what would be cool? You ever watch those movies where there's a large bookshelf with a ladder that moves on a track in front of it? Imagine that for books and comics. Yeah. If I had the space for that, but I don't live in like a freaking castle, so no, can't have that. Yeah, this channel is about being positive. You know? We try to keep it positive and lighthearted here. Nice color scheme change. What, Amber? Yeah. Like Spyro getting defeated is a positive thing. That's just a joke. No, it's fine. I get it. You're joking. You're joking. You're just gonna be in the same boat of not taking everything you say seriously. I've had friends who would say random out-of-pocket things and just... I'd learn to just not take what they say seriously, because, like, me being autistic, I can take things kind of literally if someone says something. So it's hard for me to tell when someone's joking or not, especially through text. So if I don't know the context and I don't know you're joking, I can probably think like you are being serious. Just how my brain works, you know? Where is this turtle lady? Half joke, because I generally like seeing Spyro lose. Also, I'm autistic too. Okay. Cool. And what do you mean you like Spyro losing? What's wrong with you? This is basically Spyro with Amber's skin. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I can't remember where the turtle lady is. Nothing wrong with me, I just sometimes want the bad guys in the game, Spyro games to win. But why? Like, why? I wish there was a game where you could actually play as Amber. Look, it's Amy Rose. Amber is basically the Amy Rose of Spyro. She's very Amy Rose-esque. I would kind of want her personality to be built upon a little bit. Because, like, even though Amber and Flame are, like, popular among the fandom, we don't really know much about them because they have such limited screen time and we don't really have, like, a lot in terms of their personality and everything. It's just, we see them once and that's it. Like, if I was in charge of, like, making, say, a Spyro cartoon or Spyro 4 or whatever, I would bring them back and I would build upon their characters more. Like, I would make a Spyro cartoon where Spyro, Amber, Cinder, and Flame are, like, the main cast. And they go on adventures and everything. Maybe even add an extra... I don't know. Would you keep it as just the main 4, or would you add, like, an extra dragon? Like, 5 dragons. Each dragon can represent the 5 worlds of, the original game. 1 dragon from each world. Each tribe. I don't know. It'd be cool. Even though Amber falls in love with Flame in the DS version, but a lot of people don't accept that and they want her to be with Spyro. I did not know she fell in love with Flame in the DS version. Yeah. I think Arlem just wants darker stories. Makes sense. You do you. I would make Flame similar in character to Snape from Harry Potter to keep things interesting. Why Snape, though? Flame is... I'm sorry, but those two characters are just so drastically different. I don't see it. They're so different. I would not... No, that does not fit. They're so different. No. I would make Flame... He would be like the little brother that looks up to Spyro. And maybe wants to be like him. And eventually he learns to be himself. And find his own strengths. And Amber... I don't mind her being a little girly. But maybe also... build upon her character a little better. I don't know. Oh, I see. There's a sign that means, yeah. In my opinion, it's boring to always have the heroes win. I mean, sure, there can be cases where the heroes maybe lose a fight, but, like... I still like a happy ending. Still like the heroes to win, because, you know... I don't mind having darker tones, like, in some cases, but I like it to be, like, hopeful and optimistic still, you know? I don't want it to feel too doom and gloomy. That's why I love the bad endings in Spyro games. I consider some overs. Some over the deaths in the games, technically bad endings. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I would consider any Spyro character to be compared with Harry Potter. Or I wouldn't, yeah, I wouldn't no. Fair enough, but Snape is funny in the movies and the books, so I want to push him off the highest tower in Hogwarts. Yeah, like, again, I don't mind dark stuff. Oh, here's an egg. How did I miss this? Like, I don't mind dark stuff, but I like it to have, like, some optimism, some lightheartedness. Like, if you're gonna have dark tones in a movie or a game or a show, have some, hope and optimism in there, too. Like, keep it a good balance of, like, lighthearted on the surface, but with dark undertones. You know what I mean? Like, some versions of TMNT are like this. Transformers in some iterations are like this. Maybe a bit of Bionicle's like this, at least early on. It gets a little darker as the series progresses, but it has its lighthearted moments. Even Ninjago has its dark moments, but it's also still lighthearted at its core, and I just like shows and movies and games that are like that. Lighthearted on the surface, but with dark undertones. That's just the best kind of story. The sore spot? Why are the eggs blue with yellow stars? I don't know. Some eggs are just different designs. That's why I love the, cool fail ending in Dawn of the Dragon. Funny. Eh. By the way, you're interested, I recommend, you fail and play Dawn of the Dragon when you play Dawn of the Dragon. You'll love them, think. Eh. Yeah, unless it's a horror movie, then it wouldn't work for it. Yeah, and I don't do horror. My family, we don't do horror in our household because it can be... I don't know, it can just make you feel anxious, and it's just not good for your brain. Like, the only horror movie that interested me was the FNAF movies, and I still have not watched those because no one in my house is interested in watching them aside from maybe my dad. I don't know, I just don't do horror. Okay, guessing the other egg is Blinks. Let me check, actually let me check the, status. No? Status. Yeah, we're missing one here, missing one here. This is for Flame. Some birds minigame. Turd minigame. Minigame. Yeah, so we're missing one of Flame. I don't know where his is. Don't know where his egg is. And this is Character Viewer. Missing those as well. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue this or 100% this, anymore than... Because, like, we beat the game. We've got pretty much everything. I don't know where Flame's other egg is, so, yeah. I think we're gonna leave it here. I think this is everything. We're done with this game. It's been fun playing through A Hero's Tale again. Still a great game. Still love it. Right up there as one of my favorite Spyro games, next to Reignited and the Classic Trilogy. And even the Legend Trilogy and whatnot. It's good. It's a good game. It's solid, fun. I enjoy it. I do hope, Spyro 4 takes inspiration from it. To an extent. Out of every Spyro villain I know about, I'd say Malefor is one that deserved to win, and technically does win naturally. I love horror as long as it doesn't have devil stuff in it. Yeah, I don't know why people do that kind of stuff, and it's so weird. I just don't bother. I don't like media with that stuff, it's... ugh. As for me, I don't mind horror movies, but my mom wouldn't let me even watch Child's Play when I was a kid. I'm not a horror person, just not a fan. And not for me, bro, not for me. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat now. Okay, good night, have a good one. Go ahead and call it a night. Zeus is very proud of his son. Oh, brother. I know I mentioned I wanted to draw Zeus as a dragon, but, like, I tried, and for some weird reason, I felt weird. I felt anxious drawing Zeus as a dragon. I don't know why. Usually it doesn't bug me to draw fictional characters, like, It's not the first time I drew, like, a character from mythology. I drew Sun Wukong plenty of times in the past, so... I don't know. Maybe it's because of, the morals of the character, because, like, you know, in mythology, Zeus is kind of questionable with what he does. I'm not gonna get into that because it's ew. I don't mind him in cases like Disney's Hercules, because in that version the characters are Disneyfied. They're more heroic, like they should be. Because if you're making a god character, they should be godly. They should be perfect. They should be good. You know. But I get it. I get how Greek mythology is just, you know, that's just how Greek mythology is. It's just weird. I see the appeal in it, but I don't know. Maybe another day if I feel like it, if I ever get past this, but for now, no. It's a funny joke, but Anyway, I will leave you here. I'm taking the rest of this week off. I will not be back to streaming until next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. We will do Ratchet and Clank, Tools of Destruction next. That's our next Let's Play. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. It's been fun to play through this game again. It's still a great game. And, yeah, let me find a raid target, then we'll call it a stream. Let's see, who's live tonight? Not too many people alive tonight, from the looks of it. I guess we'll raid this person. Because not really many people are alive tonight. This is one of the only options I can think of. It's fine. Copy. And, here's the raid target. We'll do hashtag pixel raid. And on that note, I will see you guys in a week. Take care, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.